I think a so-called conspiracy theorist called the vaccine passports. I know I did. And I've been called a conspiracy theorist, I want to say since April of 2020. I knew this was going to happen. Actually, in May of 2020, I have a meme. It's a Star of David and said you're going to need this badge to go to work, go to school, to travel, buy, sell, and trade, and it will only cost you your soul. I said that back then because I knew this wasn't just 2 weeks of slower spread. I knew it wasn't just, oh, we just get over this hump. I knew that. I knew after the 2 weeks that everyone passed with flying colors. Comply, listen, boom. And I knew, the government knew we're in. You can do, say, violate the law, break constitution. You can do anything and just say, COVID, for your health, for your health. Makes no goddamn sense. For your health, for your health. It came from 2 weeks to lockdowns, to wearing a mask being optional, to mask mandates, to, hey, we have the vaccine, you could take it, to taking the vaccine, to no mask, back to mask for everyone, even if you're vaccinated. You didn't make your deadline. And then now you're like forcing it down people's throats, actually injecting an experimental vaccine into people's bodies, using our military as guinea pigs. It is a social divide. And I said it in my videos. I think I have like a few videos that talk about this. It's a social divide. Unvaccinated and the vaccinated. The vaccinated group is going to oppress the vaccinated group. They're going to make your life a living hell. And you have people really advocating to unvaccinated can't do nothing. They just want them to just be at home and do nothing. Don't go nowhere, do anything until they learn a valuable lesson of getting vaccinated. Even though the ones that are vaccinated are still spreading and catching COVID. Actually, they're super spreaders. But the Biden administration will make you believe that it's unvaccinated people that are causing it when the data shows it's the reverse. I'm just saying, start asking questions, because now they're pushing for you not to travel until you show that you are vaccinated. It is a social divide. I mean, I ain't even talking about family members. Family members asking other family members before you can go see the grandkids, before you can even go see your nieces and nephews, or just go to anything to your family member's home, asking, are you vaccinated? Is the household vaccinated? You have two answers. Either go F yourself or yes or no. This is what the point that we've gotten to. The fear mongering, I'm going to do Delta variants, and now it's a new one coming up. Because the Delta will go away. And then now it's what, Lambda, now that's coming up. It is fear. Next thing you know, it's going to be COVID midterm variant. Like, it is going to happen. And the thing that makes no sense to me is why we continue to listen to Dr. Fauci. The Biden administration didn't meet their numbers. And even though they spent so much money shoving shit down people's throat everywhere you went, the radio is on there, Twitter, TikTok, you have paid celebrities going on there saying, take it, do it. All commercials, you watch a freaking game, it's on. You know, it is on everything. And they're still like, oh, okay, we gotta educate. No, you don't gotta educate anybody. People assess the risk, look at the data, and they say, hey, you know what? I'm perfectly healthy. This is a 99% survival rate. I think I'm good. I'm going to wait 5 or 6 years to see how this all works out. And if I see that it's fine and everything, then I'm good. I'll think about taking it. Up until then, I'm good. I am fine. That wasn't good enough. So what they've done is change the narrative. Well, I even take it back. They sit here and say, okay, no mask. And the only reason why they did no mask is because Dr. Fauci was being called to be investigated because, you know, he's a mass murderer. He knew this. He funded this. He did this, right? So they're like, we need to distract. Let's just get rid of the mask mandates. You're fully vaccinated. You're free to do everything. Biden came out like, you're free to do anything you want. Yay! And that's it, right? You're free to do what you want. And then, you know, Dr. Fauci, the story is dead. Everybody forgot. Everyone's like, oh, I don't even care no more. The story is over. And now it's like, Delta variant, back to mask mandates, even if you're vaccinated. And then you have the vaccinated people like, whoa, hold up. They don't want to do this. They're like, why? And then what do they say? You blame the unvaccinated people because they're the ones that are causing all these spikes. But when reality, the data shows it's the opposite. But they say that it's not. So what they're doing is the data shows that the vaccinated still get the COVID and spread it. But then they're blaming the unvaccinated people. Make this shit make sense. I mean, really. So since you can't force the people that want to do it. The people that don't want to do it, look, the rural Trump supporters, the rural ones, rural, not real. And the minority community, Black communities particularly, share one thing in common. They don't goddamn trust the government. They don't goddamn trust the government. Completely different sides of the spectrum. Not all Black folks are like rural, but like they don't trust the government. You want to sit here and say systematic racism and don't trust the white man and white supremacy, blah, 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 blah. But wait. You trust this white man, this white woman. You can trust us. We're telling you there's systematic racism, but hey, you can trust us white people. Us white people are different. We know what's good for you. We know what's the best for you. Oh, okay. You've been telling them to hate white people. But now you want them to listen to a white Dr. Fauci and then racist Biden. I mean, I don't know. Again, make this shit make sense. So poof, change the narrative. The devil's alive and real. What do? Go after kids because the ones that don't want to get vaccinated, they're done. There's nothing you can do. So what do? Change it. Sit down and think, ooh, what can we do to get people super scared? Use their kids. Use their kids. And these people they're not dumb. They're freaking, it's a genius move. You get these TikTokers, you pay these young TikTokers, these young celebrities, these Olivia Rodrigo kids to come out, pay them and say, get the job, it's good, it's so safe. And these young kids that are on these things listen and be like, oh my God, she's doing it, he's doing it. Look, it works. You can cringe and be like, oh my God, this is dumb. You can do that all you want, but it works. It works. This is the problem. It is real. And now boom, you have vaccine passports. You can't go into a restaurant, can't go into a gym. Hell, now in California, you can't even go in LA County, you can't even go to a goddamn hospital and visit your dying husband who's dying in a minute because guess what? You're not vaccinated. They want to put bans on people when you go in a hospital in some other states that show you've been vaccinated or not. And then you need to prove that you are. We are no longer in a fine line. We are driving the car into a dark road. We are in a dark road. And at what point are we going to wake up to this tyranny that's happening in America when people over a year ago said would never happen in America, and it is happening, and it's happening worse than what we had said? I mean, at what point? People are like, you know what? I'm just going to fake the card. Okay. You don't think the goddamn government knows that you got a lot of scandalous people up in these streets doing these vaccine cards? Duh. What's next? QR code. That's why these people, especially in France, they need to see a QR code. All right. We'll fake that too. What's next? Microchips. How the hell are we going to fake that? I don't know. Like, what are we going to do? We have freedoms and rights in this country. They're not privileges. They're rights. You have people who are not born here, who come from other countries that don't have freedoms, and they see all these things as like, oh, it's a privilege. Because they're not born here. These are God-given rights. So, again, we have to sit here and understand, okay, when are we going to put a stop to the tyranny that's happening in this country? When are folks going to wake the hell up that this isn't about a mask? This isn't about a vaccine. It is not about public health. This is about control of the masses. If you fear people to death, you can control the masses. This is what it is. We passed with flying colors. Last year, 17 months ago, we passed with freaking fireworks. And they keep pushing and pushing all in the name of public health. When we know good and well that is not the case. All they want is freaking control. That is it. So we gotta wake up. What the hell are we gonna do? There has to be a point when we say enough. We have the power to do that. There's far many more of us than there are of them. Of the 543 or whatever, in DC. There are tons of us. We need to wake up and realize that this is happening in America, and we are freaking driving a goddamn car into a dark road. A dark, dark road. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna end it like this. It was never about public health, and it still isn't about public health. It is about, you guessed it, control.